All right, welcome. Another edition of Skope TV, January 11, 2009. We've got a hip-hop heavyweight on the phone. San Quinn, how you doing tonight?
It's February 11th, man.
I love it. Where you calling tonight from?
I'm calling from San Francisco, man.
Okay.
I'm with you.
Where are you? At the house? At the recording studio?
Right now I'm at the Mark Hopkins Hotel. I'm just down here organizing some things.
Beautiful. So let's get right into it. How'd you and Keak decide you want to come together and put out Welcome to Scokland?
Well, Keak is a major factor in the Bay Area as far as music coming out of Oakland, and I'm the same. I'm coming out of San Francisco, so we wanted to bridge the gap between the two cities, and the record company E-HUSTL made it all possible through their financing and advertising, and we put it together. Me and Keak is, we're like brothers.
So what would you say is the biggest advantage, whether putting out a solo album or putting out an album with someone like Keak Da Sneak?
It's both. It's all good. Both of them are good things. Being that Keak has did more numbers than me, he's tapped me into his fan base. He's been in a couple of places where I haven't been, as far as him being on 106 in Park with 40, and as a Tell Me When to Go single that went platinum with ringtones, and not to mention, all his fans and stuff. For him to put me with him, with himself is good, because he's turning me on his fan base. But, we both also enjoy doing our solo projects too, but it's always fun, it's an easier job, and it's fun to collaborate with somebody that you're good with, and y'all kind of think alike anyway.
Now, how do you resolve an issue, though, if Keak, let's say Keak thinks a verse or a hook is hot, and you disagree? How do you resolve that?
How to say it again?
Like, if you think a verse is hot and Keak might not, how do you, how do you deal with that?
Serve is hot. So, we're not like, well, I think you could do that over. We really don't critique ourselves before somebody could really tell either one of us what to do. You see what I'm saying? He's a professional, I'm a professional. We know what needs to come out, what don't need to come out. You know what I mean? Before we get to putting hotel on what's hot and what's not.
So many hip-hop lovers these days are downloading singles online. I'm sure you know, with Zune and iTunes.
Hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second.
Yeah.
1 second, please. Hold on.
This is exclusive Skope TV, San Quinn. It gets no realer. We are on hold from San Francisco. This is big.
Hello?
Oh, he's back. San Quinn is back.
Yeah, I'm back. I apologize for that. That was really important. How do I feel about the internet and downloading and all that kind of stuff? It really is killing the industry, man. Nobody's going out to really buy records, and that's how we make our money ultimately. It's creating a lot of people getting to know us who probably didn't know us before, but it's just, like far as like things like what you're doing, like the interviews and the YouTube and getting to see the videos without having to be on BET and all that other kind of stuff. As far as downloading and trade music, and I ain't with none of that shit, because it really, it hasn't, it fucked the industry up. You can look at the numbers and see what it did.
But do you feel like people will still be putting it, because somebody could put out a hot single, like your video, she's fire, she's hot. What's that single you guys got? She's fine. She fine. And you put that out, you sell 1 million downloads. I mean, is that what more artists are trying to do? Video to download?
Video to download, I guess so. You got to play, really you have to play into what's going on. Even though I said it F the industry up like it did, we got to work around it. And we always find a way to get our paper anyway. So we're going to use it to our advantage, anywhere it goes, because we in the industry. Well, we're in business. When you're in business, you got to adapt to what's going on around you. So I guess what you could say is true. We're going to use it to our advantage, even though it's been at a disadvantage for us, somewhat, numbers-wise.
Now, when you sit down to write your lyrics, how much of your real life do you expose in your music?
Well, I'm a real rapper, so I pretty much tell a lot of my business. You know, probably not as much the criminal side as far as me with my addiction and you dig what I'm saying, fighting addiction and going through marital problems and how I feel about people who need to keep it real and really touching on real gangsters that did real things. You'll hear that from San Quinn. I believe the same thing from Keak. It's not fabricated. We're really not talking about murdering nobody. I don't believe either one of us have, murdered nobody. You dig what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So really we just talking from the perspective of out of our homes, and then a lot of people from where we live at think the same way too.
That's true. That's real true. Do you feel that the hyphy fad did more good or bad for the Bay Area hip-hop in general?
Well, it did good. It did good. I mean, it did great. Hyphy is a word that Keak came up with, and it's attitude that these people really still do carry out here. You catch these kids with these dreadlocks, you know what I mean, going dumb to their music. It hasn't left. It's just a way of culture, and it got lights on it. MTV came in front of my mama house off the hyphy movement. You feel what I'm saying? So I can't say I'll be allowed to say it didn't do us good. The only thing that's not good is that we need the people to like whereas in other areas they don't give up on their stuff. Everybody out here kind of gave up, or tried to give up on it, but it's still around. But we've been making music. That's just one area of music that we got. We've been making all kind of music. If you look at Tupac, he had a hyper attitude. You hear what I'm saying? And that's hyphy. MC Hammer was all over the stage. That was hyphy. So, anytime we bubble, Keisha Cole is on TV because her mama name is hyphy. Do you understand what I'm saying? So that way of life is still, even with her being successful, you guys still buying into it.
And that's the truth. Now your track, She Fine, is fire, the video is fire. What woman or what women would you say fit that song description? I know San Quinn likes the ladies.
Well, I wrote that for one lady in particular. That was fine to me, that inspired me to write that at that time. I was around somebody else, but I really wasn't interested in writing the song until I met this one lady. This young lady.
And did you get with her? Were you able to get with her? Or?
Yeah, I was fortunate enough to get with her. Yeah. Yeah, but that's, Keak shot it from a perspective is, with his verse, he just, these faces in the crowd, fine faces in the crowd that want to get down with a guy. You dig what I'm saying? And how many girls you see in the front. I just basically was hollering about somebody who I seen that I wanted to be, wanted to get on. That was what my verse was about. Keak, you know what I mean, was more or less about, somebody, young groupie trying to get on him, running out of 11. He looking for 11s because he done ran out of dimes. You dig what I'm saying? So really his thing was like looking for even finer ones because he done seen all the fine ones. And it's just a dedication to the beautiful ladies. And hopefully they grab onto it all over the world.
Now, I want the Skope people to know at home, you are listening to real, authentic Bay Area. Just, what would you call it, San Quinn? Pimpology? Just the way, the swagger of the Bay Area, the way you talk, the way you guys move. What's behind it?
Well, like you say, it's Northern California, period, is a place where people are laced. We lace. We really, your mouthpieces was going to either get you killed or get you by. And that's what it boiled down to. People going to really, the game is done it's all done on the approach. You feel what I'm saying? So when we shoot straight from the heart. We don't slang from the hip about the pocket. When you come from the heart, you're going to shoot it real. Everybody out here ain't like this. It's a chosen few. Keep mouthpieces vicious too. 40s. You've been running to a lot of females out here, real laced up. But it's really like I say, we live and die by this mouthpiece. You dig?
Love it, love it. We are going to take a quick break. We're going to be right back. San Quinn, live from San Francisco, Skope TV.